Before we get into the video, can you please subscribe if you do enjoy? We are so close to 10,000 subscribers and every subscriber helps. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Savage here. Before we get started, I just want to say I got a little help and a little analysis from HMA. His channel will be linked in the description below. He kind of helped me put a little of the pieces together, and it's going to be kind of this whole thing. Now, here we go. I'm going to be talking about the Knightmare sequence. I'm going to be trying to explain it as much as possible. If I get a few things wrong, go ahead and correct me in the comments below. But what we could basically say is, this is the future if Lois Lane died, or if Batman and Superman kept fighting. Now, what I mean is, if Lois Lane dies, it's basically like Injustice, right? Everybody knows what happens in Injustice. Lois Lane dies with her unborn child, and Superman's like, fuck, I accidentally just killed my wife. Gotta fucking take over the world and stop crime. And then the other one is where Batman and Superman just keep fighting. You know, they never become friends. After this, Martha died, Lois died. Everybody died because of Batman and him wanting to fight Superman. This is kind of the future, you know. Everything goes to shit. Superman, you know, is working with Darkseid, and he just wanted to capture Batman and kill Batman. Now, Darkseid and Superman working together, completely possible. You know, Darkseid could have easily mind-controlled Superman or anything like that, worked with the parademons to capture Batman, because clearly they were working with the Superman soldiers with the parademons. They were working together because, of course, they were going after Batman, and the one that knocked out Batman was, I believe, the parademon. After Batman got kicked in the face a bunch of times, the parademon came up behind him and just smashed his head against the ground, and that's how Batman got into that cave, which we saw in one of the last trailers, right? Now, the big thing about this is the Flash. The Flash comes back in time and tells Batman about this. Now, hear me out. This is going to be a very wild speculation, but it's completely possible. I believe the Flash has this power where he could show you the future if he's from the future. So if he comes back in time, he has a certain ability to touch you or make you see the future, kind of like how Reverse Flash in the Flashpoint Paradox, not the movie but the comic, vibrated into Flash's head, like basically like punched the back of his head and made him see a bunch of different timelines and universes, right? I believe that's what's happening here. The Flash is making Bruce Wayne see the future of what might happen if Lois Lane dies, or the future that the Flash comes from, which is the bad future, the one where Superman is working with Darkseid. I believe that's what's happening here, because apparently I really didn't pay attention that much after that happened, because I was like, what the fuck? The Flash? What? But HMA says that after the Flash gets there, all the papers, you know, when the Flash got there, all the papers were going crazy because he was in the Speed Force. So, you know, all the papers are going crazy from the wind. And then when Bruce Wayne wakes up again, there's papers still everywhere. So apparently that actually happened, which would make sense. You know, the Flash comes back and says, oh shit, am I too late? I don't care. And then he shows Batman the future. And it would make a lot of sense. It really, really would. So to run down, what I'm trying to explain is, that future that we saw with Darkseid working with Superman is the one where Batman continuously does not stop trying to fight Superman. And that, in return, kills Martha Kent and Lois Lane, making Superman pissed off and work with Darkseid when he arrives on Earth and all that stuff. That's my explanation. Holy shit, that was kind of confusing, but it's so simple to figure out, you know? The Flash comes back in time after all this shit happened. He's like, shit, Bruce, stop trying to fight this guy. Yeah, he's bad, but it's the only reason why he's bad is because you basically had his mother get killed and his future wife get murdered. So stop, douche. That's basically what's going on. So tell us guys in the comments below, just guys understand what happened. I basically ran that down as perfectly as possible. I did this like 4 or 5 times. And I tried to write down a script, but that script did not work. And I felt like, you know, doing this would be better. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and click that like button. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.